Major League Baseball descends on D.C. from Freedom Plaza to Nationals Park. Players and fans celebrate America's favorite pastime as the district hosts the 89th annual All-Star Game.
Plus, D.C. United has an all-new pitch to call home. We're bringing you inside the historic grand opening as 20,000 soccer fans witness the inaugural game at Audi Field.
Those stories coming up. The news rundown is straight ahead. We Are Washington starts now. Welcome to We Are Washington. It's a summer to remember for district sports fans as Washington hosts the 89th MLB All-Star Game for the first time since 1969. And as we'll see, it was much more than just a baseball game. Coming up, we'll bring you highlights from a week of family-friendly festivities all around the city that brought out the baseball lover in all of us.
And it's a field of dreams for soccer fans as DC United gets its own stadium and its own international superstar as Wayne Rooney joins the team just in time for their first game at Audi Field. We'll bring you our exclusive interview with England's top scorer, who now calls the district home. That's all coming up, but first, here's the news rundown.
It was D.C.'s time at bat as the city welcomed fans from around the country for Major League Baseball's All-Star Week.
The week of festivities included everything from virtual reality batting cages to historic memorabilia, clinics for young players, and plenty of dancing mascots.
At Freedom Plaza, there was even something special for selfie-loving baseball fans where each of the 2018 All-Star players were on life-size display all over the plaza.
It's exciting to have Ward 6 host the All-Star Game, but really, we're standing right here in Play Ball Park. I hope everybody comes and takes advantage of this.
And right outside Nats Park, players of all ages got a chance to run the bases on a turf diamond, just one of the many free activities at the interactive Play Ball Park. Free food, coaching, batting tunnels, all designed to encourage a love of baseball. With the largest baseball as a backdrop, Mayor Bowser helped officially kick off All-Star Week Fan Fest at the Convention Center.
So we understand that Major League Baseball has been having this game for 89 years. We have been proud hosts, I think, 5 times before, but not for the last 50 years. So our team in D.C. government has been working for more than a year to make sure that fans that come to D.C. and Maryland and Virginia fans that are coming to Washington have a great experience.
Major League Baseball has been a joy to work with. It's been our honor to assist them every step of the way. The transformation of Nationals Park and the area around it has been just amazing.
FanFest is the largest interactive baseball theme park in the world and the ultimate tribute to our national pastime. We'll take you there later in the show. DC United has a new home.
Soccer fans couldn't wait to get a look at the state-of-the-art stadium in Ward 6. Mayor Bowser helped cut the ribbon on the 20,000-seat stadium, which is expected to attract 1 million new visitors annually.
Welcome to Audi Field. Isn't she lovely? I want to give a big thank you to all the DC United fans who have stuck in with us for more than 20 years. I want to thank all of our players, staff, and coaches who have made us champions in Washington, D.C. long before we got a Stanley Cup. So let's hear it for DC United.
Audi Field will be a place where Washingtonians come together for our shared love of this city and our shared love of this great, beautiful game. At a time when the nation's capital is too often divided, at Audi Field, we're gonna play the world sport, and we're gonna live up to the team's name, United.
DC United played its first game in the new stadium to a sold-out crowd. The game also marked the debut of superstar Wayne Rooney, who thrilled fans when he took the field for the first time as a DC United player. The former Manchester United striker helped lift the team to a 3-1 win over the Vancouver Whitecaps.
D.C. is the first U.S. city to establish a green bank. Mayor Bowser signed the Green Finance Authority Establishment Act to provide public funds to expand renewable energy, lower energy costs, and create green jobs.
These funds will help us provide access to affordable loans for DC residents.
so that they may install rooftop solar systems, more efficient heating and cooling systems, and reduce their energy bills.
The district is receiving high marks as Moody's Investor Services assigns a AAA credit rating to the city. The agency cites DC's strong financial record and growing economy in the face of a contracting federal government. Moody's also points to the district's ability to manage its budgets while developing a dedicated funding source for the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority. The AAA rating from Moody's represents a first for DC.
Ward 6 Council member Charles Allen held a roundtable at Deanwood Recreation Center. The goal of the Public Oversight Roundtable was to hear from members of the community on policing and public safety concerns specific to Wards 7 and 8. Allen said he wanted residents to feel comfortable sharing their experiences and concerns about policing in their neighborhoods.
Mayor Bowser released her 42-month progress report. The report provides a comprehensive summary of the Bowser administration's progress across all 8 wards. Among the highlights, a decrease in unemployment in Ward 7, a decrease in violent crime, and an increase in investments in permanent supportive housing by 60%. To see the entire report, you can visit mayor.dc.gov/accountability.
Mayor Bowser's Kids Ride Free program is updating how students will be able to access public transportation in the city. Beginning in the fall, kids will no longer use DC One cards and will need new Kids Ride Free Smart Trip cards. Several card distribution events will be held throughout the summer in all 8 wards, giving students a chance to receive the new cards. If you are unable to attend one of these events, you can visit kidsridefree.dc.gov for more information about the program.
The 6th annual March on Washington Film Festival was jam-packed with 10 days of events designed to encourage a better understanding of the civil rights movement. Events included films, exhibits, and lectures with plenty of real-world advice for aspiring filmmakers.
It's wonderful. I've been to a ton of film festivals, and I always love the panels the most because you get to hear from experts in the industry who are really willing to contribute the knowledge and information they've gained over the years with new emerging and upcoming filmmakers. So, we went over everything from legal issues that you face, which is, not something that that's not very free or cheap advice either. So it's nice to have somebody tell you all of that just sitting in a community kind of space.
I think it's a great thing to be able to be, to have a moment to be able to be generous with other people. I mean, when I started off, I didn't have these kinds of opportunities, and people weren't speaking as much or as frequently as we do now, which I think is a great thing. And so getting people to see their own power, getting people to be directed a little bit more towards their goals is a great thing.
To check out their year-round programming, visit marchonwashingtonfilmfestival.org. All right, the news recap today. There's obviously plenty still to unpack from the historic summer that was in DC sports, right?
Yes, we are the sports capital.
And we're going to get to that further in the show, so stay with us because we want to show you a lot of those great events. But to recap some of the stories in the A Block today, first I want to talk about the Green Bank. And the Green Bank is really also an opportunity for DC to show leadership in the country. DC, first city in the nation to establish one of these green banks. But really what it is, to break it down so that it can be easily understood, is public funds that are being loaned for these projects to incentivize people to build this way.
So make it easier for everybody to go green.
Make it easier for everyone to go green, absolutely.
Another way in which DC is really on the forefront is with this Kids Ride Free program, which I think is amazing. It's such a benefit for students to be able to just go all around the city for free, use the bus and the metro, and it's quite a savings for parents. And with 2 teenagers, I know. Also a great way to encourage kids to start to get in the habit of using public transportation.
Absolutely.
Hopefully that will carry through to, when they're a little bit older.
And finally today, talk about the March on Washington Film Festival. March on Washington Film Festival has only been around for a few years, 6 years now. It started in 2013 as a commemoration of the historic March on Washington. One of the great things about it in exploring this while it's here in DC every year is the young filmmakers, the younger people who are aspiring to get their work seen and aspiring to do creative work, to be able to meet and interface and talk with people who've been there and who have the experience.
It's great to see filmmakers get so much of that real world knowledge, that it's not always easy to come by. Coming up, we'll show you why FanFest was a big home run with district residents.
And after the break, we'll bring you all the excitement of DC United's first match at Audi Field.
Welcome back to We Are Washington. The wait is over. DC United is playing their inaugural match here at Audi Field, and fans have packed the new stadium to cheer them on and to welcome the newest member of the team, who happens to be one of the most famous players in the world, Wayne Rooney. The former Manchester United striker and England's all-time top scorer made his official debut in Washington at the ribbon cutting for Audi Field in Southeast.
He is the newest member of DC United. Let's welcome Wayne Rooney to our town.
Yeah, it's been great. I think it's enjoyed it. Obviously, been training hard this week, but the welcome that the fans and the people in the city have given me has been incredible. So I'm looking forward to the game now.
Any surprises about your move here?
No, I think obviously it's a big transition, a big change for me and my family. But the one thing which we know and we do is football, soccer over here, and that's what I'll do.
The combination of the district's new $500 million stadium and a high-profile star like Rooney coming to the U.S. is breathing new life into Major League Soccer.
Well, I think this is great for DC United. I know that the club itself, the players have waited a long time to have a facility of their own. And this is a wonderful stadium, and for the fans who have been so supportive of DC United since the years I was here, from 1996 to today. So this is a great day for professional soccer.
Honestly, it's just surreal. I mean, because all the years of planning and all the years of trying to put this together, to have it actually be here, no real surprises. I think it's exceeded our expectations, the momentum building up to tonight, and hopefully the play exceeds our expectations as well tonight.
For so long, we were always playing, in RFK, and that was great for us. It created a fan base. We had a lot of winning trophies back in the day, but now this is a new era, and to be able to come into something like this is pretty special, not just for the players, but for the fans that have been supporting it from day one.
After years of cheering their team on at RFK, 20,000 plus dedicated DC United fans came out for the inaugural match at Audi Field.
It's like an out-of-world experience to have someone like Rooney playing in this team. It, like, the second he had his arms waving, it got this entire stadium going. So it's a whole different energy.
Awesome stadium, awesome food, awesome people, awesome crowd, good food, good music.
Here it comes, the momentum builds, you can hear from the stadium, hear from the crowd. We want this to happen. This is just rejuvenation of the franchise that we have today, gonna set precedent for years to come.
They started off nice, we had a lot of possession. Areola, he played really well. Matox, he played well, but we need more from him, you know what I mean?
So you got a future in this, I can tell.
Yeah.
You're a sports commentator. What do you think about this new field, first time?
I'm really loving it. It's big, it's nice.
What about the addition of Wayne Rooney?
Oh, that was amazing. It was electric. The energy on the field was amazing, and he elevated the game. Everybody on the team played even better in the second half. It was awesome.
You like Wayne Rooney? You think he was a good addition?
Yeah, he's a great player. Not only is he scoring goals, but his passes as well. It's really important for the team to have some player like that.
It's great. It's raising all the fans' feelings about the team. It's really getting everyone in the stadium, and it's just raising the team's ability up. You can really feel the electricity in the air.
We got Rooney! We got Rooney!
What an amazing night at Audi Field. I'm so happy for all those DC United fans who faithfully were going and enjoying games at RFK, but they now have this beautiful new stadium, and to see their reaction to watching Wayne Rooney take the field for the first time in DC was very special. And you know, he's quite an amazing addition to kind of the sports landscape here in DC.
Anytime that you can kick off a home opener, let alone with a new stadium with a win, I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for.
You know, you
right?
kind of felt for him because, you know, with the buildup, everybody's expectations are very, very high. So I always kind of feel for an athlete in that situation. They kind of had to win, you know, after all of that.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think that after the opening of Audi Field, and obviously the events going on at the same time with Major League Baseball's All-Star Week, there's no doubt, anytime you talk about DC and being a sports town, there's no doubt, no question anymore that it absolutely is. And, you know, all those things happening at the same time, we got plenty more of that coming up next. So don't go away. We're on deck with an inside look at the wild, wonderful world of baseball.
Have you ever wanted to go to the largest interactive baseball theme park in the world? For a week, Washingtonians had the opportunity as Major League Baseball's Fan Fest set up shop at the Washington Convention Center as part of All-Star Week's festivities. From virtual home run derbies to a traveling Hall of Fame, there's something for everyone. Fan Fest illuminated the game for fans for 5 days and took nearly twice as long to build. Here's a look at how it all came together.
All-Star Fan Fest is in its 27th year, and it's really a way to extend the experience of All-Star to fans, and it's a great way to celebrate the game and really interact with all aspects of the game.
Who's your favorite team of the night? Awesome.
One of the unique things about this environment is, first of all, the Walter Reed Washington Convention Center, 500,000 square feet, allows us to do a lot more in terms of extended attractions and integrating a lot of the technology that's being used currently in Major League Baseball to these attractions. So fans are able to really compare their swing or their throw, their arm to Major League players.
This is the first for DC. We're going to have 4 opportunities here, 4 cages for fans to participate in the VR experience.
FanFest Experience Pass is a program that allows every fan to download their QR code and interact with a number of different attractions.
Line drive. This is where you actually get to pick who your opponent is in running and who's going to steal the base.
With this particular diamond, it's an instructional clinic. They wanted to emphasize that, but not take away the fun from the kids. So this particular diamond, that's what we set for. And the other diamond that we have, it's pretty much a little bit of informal, but pickup games, home run derbies. So it's a different setting, so you could pick.
The 2018 Geico All-Star Fan Fest is now officially open.
This is awesome. I couldn't wait to bring my kids.
I like watching them have a ball. That's the best part.
I enjoy teaching kids, and at the same time to see them learn along with the coaching staff that I have. I just have such a love for the game, both softball and baseball.
I like the sliding. I just like how our coaches are and how fun it is with our teammates.
It's a baseball town, full of history. I mean, what else can you ask for?
Okay, here's why this is a big deal. The All-Star Game has been in D.C. before, about 50 years ago. But this is the first Fan Fest that we've had in D.C., and people were excited. I know you were there for some of it. What did you enjoy about FanFest?
Well, I was just so surprised at how interactive it was. And I talked to one of the guys who travels with FanFest, and he just talked about how much he loves to go around the country. He meets so many different people, and he works with a lot of kids who just want to come and have a good time.
Right.
And for, you know, for MLB, it's a way to really kind of encourage, you know, a love of the sport.
Absolutely. You saw the things that were geared for younger fans there, a lot of the interactive, you know, stealing the base, the VR home run derby.
I have to admit, what I love the best,
What's that?
the dancing mascots.
Ah, yes, absolutely.
They were so talented. It's like, where can I apply for that job? That's all the time we have for this show, but we do have time for one last thing.
Okay, one last thing today. We were talking about that VR home run derby that they had at FanFest, and I got to be honest with you, I couldn't leave the building without trying it out myself. Sean, make sure you get this because this is probably the closest I'll ever get to batting in the Major League Park. Tell me, what do you think? What about my technique, the stance? Any comments? What do you think?
I'm not the best judge so far. I feel like you look pretty natural.
That's a good stance, I think. I swung on this one, and here we go. This is where we hit the home run. Fireworks.
Oh, wow, hey.
The whole 9 yards. Hit it right out of. I now know what
Not
it
too
feels
bad.
like to hit a home run outside of Nationals Park.
I've got to say, you're one of the best virtual reality hitters I've seen.
Now, I got to be honest, though. I hit one, but Sean, a photographer who I was with for the day, hit 5.
Okay.
So I felt
so
bad
he kind of
about
stole
my
your
one
thunder, yeah.
after the 5. Now, they did do a competition with the VR Home Run Derby, and the winner got VIP access to the game.
Wow.
A Tiffany trophy.
Not bad.
And obviously the bragging rights of winning the VR Home Run Derby.
And it could have been you.
Could have been. Well, that is all the time that we have for today, but we'd like to thank you for watching and joining us. And remind you can catch more of our programs on our YouTube channel. Search Entertain DC and listen to us on the radio, DC Radio.
See you next time.